Molly, tell me everything you said in the final to Tyler. Please, tell me everything.
Okay.
Tell me,
All right.
tell me everything you said. When you look at that rookie season, 5 events, your favorite part, your favorite memory that stands out looking back?
I think pipe, for sure. Sunset stood out because it was actually the first time I actually made a couple heats, and beating Carissa was like a highlight of that year. And then the cut was actually pretty cool because it was a really hard experience, but nonetheless, I don't know, I just get so like happy when I get through the other side of a big challenge because it just makes us learn and teaches us so much, and I feel like I've grown so much and can take on a lot more.
So I guess it's fair to say that wasn't always a positive memory, the cut.
No.
That day at Margaret River, we're about to do a post-heat interview with Molly saying you're going to the Challenger Series, and you were up for it.
I'll see it now. I actually was fine, and I think I did suppress probably feelings on the day. I'm just happy I found my feet, even though it was the 5th event and it was too late, but I felt the feeling of, okay, I belong here, and that was something to take. And we went straight because the event was 3 days later at Snapper, and then I got the result second at Snapper, and I was surfing, and Snapper's so fun, so it's pretty distracting. It's pretty easy to be distracted in a good way there because you're like feeling your surf boots and your froth and everything's quite high.
Final at Snapper, everything's just going, all right, yeah, we'll see Molly back without a problem. She seems to have adjusted maybe the best, especially out of your class. But then what happened in Bolito?
I was just still sewing my head, and I just lost all flow in life. And so then in the water, if you're not flowing, you can't even complete a wave. And I remember Glenn was sitting on the beach and he was trying to hide how worried he was for me because I did not complete a wave. He's like, just do a floater, and I couldn't do it to save my life. And then Glenn was like, we're done with surfing. Like, my brain was like, okay, bang, gate is shut, door is closed to surfing. Okay, what's this in golf? And then I just dangled the carrot over here and was like, come on, brain, bite it, please, just chase it. And I just went whoom, over the golf, and then it freed up my brain capacity for surfing, and then the flow started coming back in, and then it was like, then we started to gain from Bolito into the end of the year.
That is so powerful.
It's crazy. And then to get out of it, it was just a lot of letting go of, like, literally facing the fear of not trying as an athlete at all, of completely, like, to be at a comp and not look at the surf is like the biggest no-no as a professional surfer. And well, it felt for me, and the fact I did it taught me that, like, you don't have to be so obsessed and driven to also perform well.
Going from not pulling off a single move, realizing you're obsessing and overworking and overengaged, and then to win the event, would you call that moment maybe one of the most incredible learning moments to get know yourself as an athlete of your whole career?
I learned to accept and listen to what I want from a person, not what the athlete wants, because the athlete always wants more and wants to do all this crazy stuff. But I honestly feel like now I'm a human. Before I was like just an athlete that was just like going for it. So yeah, I feel like I now can live life balance of like my needs for the contest and the athlete, but then my wants as a human, and then anything in between.
But looking where you're standing now, I love where you're at. That's like looking back, that's actually what you're thankful for.
For sure.
What did it take for you to arrive there?
I guess when I look back now, and when they say, oh, did you trip out? Like, you were literally off the challenges, now you're #1 in the world. And I just want to hug the girl, even though it was last year, but for not losing sight or giving up or losing confidence. And just because I think if I lost hope and drive and confidence from that experience, which you could easily do, and then I wouldn't be where I was. Honestly, it didn't touch my confidence. Sorry guys, see you out there.
You just came off a final in one of the most legendary events on the calendar at Bells Beach. Australians.
I wish I won that thing. I wish the intro to that was, you just won one of the most iconic. Oh.
Did that sting, not winning that final?
Silver sting. It actually, I came away straight away. I was like, you can't be disappointed. Everyone's saying you should be stoked. I was so disappointed, 100%. Gutted.
Molly, tell me everything you said in the final to Tyler. Please. Tell me everything.
Okay.
Tell me,
all right.
Tell me everything you said.
I did not think this was going to be it.
Tell me everything.
You had me really on your seat, on my seat. I was like, whoa, okay, this is an interesting question. He's waited a while for this.
Up for it.
Okay, I'll give you the rundown. We paddled out and we just like looked at each other and I said, oh, this is pretty cool. And she was like, I'm really proud of you, Pickles. And I was like, thanks. I was like, same to you. I was like, let's do this, you know, like this is cool. And then I let a wave go and she got an 8 on it, and that was the mistake of the final for me. And she came back out and I looked at her and she'd come back out like pumped up, ready to defend her title, like she's got it now. And then she came out and I looked over and I started laughing and she was trying not to look at me and not laugh so hard. And I said, hey, Ty, and she just looks at me and I was like, I love this shit. And then she kept going and I just started laughing, and then I was just sitting there waiting for a wave, and that was kind of it. I just looked at her and laughed when she was coming out all serious after her 8.
Did you call her mom or something?
Yeah. So she's the mum of the tour. Like when we came out, I was like, whoa, Mom, look at us. And then she was like, I'm so proud of you.
You did not.
Yeah, she's the mum of the tour.
Oh my gosh. That is amazing.
And the best part was she said a comment after the final. She was like, I thought you were going to tell me to go get my walking frame out. And I said, well, you don't need it if you just got a 7 and an 8 on me. I was like, I can't call the kettle black. Like, I need the walking frame right now. But I said, if I had a 7 and 8 on you, dang girl, I'd get your walking frame out.
We've had this dynasty of Steph Gilmore, Carissa Moore, Tyler Wright. 3 women that have just dominated the sport since 2007. When you look at Tyler, Steph, and Carissa, have you identified anything that they have that you don't have?
I think we're all very different, and I actually think I probably walk the middle line between Steph and Carissa. From, like, she lives life and is also very competitive, but is more like a living life and super stylish. And then Carissa, I feel, is like all in for the contest. They're both just so inspiring, and yeah, I feel like I potentially walk the middle line between them. But the new generation's coming.
Oh yeah, what's up? Gosh, the new generations are out. I loved your heat with Betty Lou at Bells, and even thinking
Okay, that in a nutshell explains what's coming. Like, Betty Lou is all fireworks. She's like a spicy one. She's crazy. She don't care. She's like, he's gonna do whatever she wants to get what she wants, and then all of us are like, well, we'll do that too then. Sweet. It's gonna be crazy. I like when I foresee what potentially is gonna unfold, I just don't even try and see it. I just feel it already and like sit back and let's just enjoy it and watch this all unfold, because I think it could be really crazy where we go.
How motivating is that for you, knowing that you guys could be changing surfing history?
Yeah, that's why I think it's very motivating, but I also just feel so at ease in the process and like it's gonna happen. So we don't need to like run to the end to make this crazy thing happen. I feel like naturally the situation and environment we're in and the people we are, all chemicals combined, is just like fireworks. And that's like, I genuinely feel that with Katie and Betty Lou and myself, and then the Sierra Kerrs and Erin Brooke, all of them that are coming through. So yeah, I just feel it that it's gonna be like crazy, and that I've got to stay on my A game for life now, because it's not going to be easy to win, I don't think, ever now in women's surfing.
Molly, I can't thank you enough for your time. You're #1 in the world for a good reason, and it's been so enjoyable watching you do your thing. Best of luck, best of waves at this next event.
Thanks so much. It was honestly really good to chat to you, Joey. It was epic. Thanks, guys.